Welcome back to Breakfast. Fonterra says the company regrets the distress and anxiety caused by the milk powder crisis. CEO Theo Spierings has now spoken out at a media conference in China.
We deeply apologize to the people who have been affected by the issue. Parents have the right to know that infant nutrition and other dairy-related products is 100% safe.
Meanwhile, the economic fallout. China has suspended the importation of some Fonterra product. Russia has gone a step further, putting a blanket ban on all Kiwi dairy products. And that could leave the door open for other countries and companies to take our market share. I'm joined now by Stephen Julian, who's the CEO of Peak Nutrition. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning.
Now, first of all, just to clarify, Peak is a New Zealand brand, sold just in New Zealand, isn't it?
Correct.
But your company also does export other products, and this is where, right now, you've got major concerns.
Absolutely. I think what we're finding now in the market, especially the messaging we're getting back from the Chinese market, they're looking for other brands from other sources, like the Dutch and the German market as well.
You talk about Dutch and German market. I mean, I've been led to believe up to this point that China just can't get enough of our milk powder products.
Correct.
You know, huge population, they need it. Yet, now you're saying, well, there are plenty of other providers out there.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at some of the other brands globally that the Dutch and the German market supplies, and they're an $8 billion industry as opposed to our $10 billion industry here. So they're hot on our heels at the moment.
And do you know if they're already, you know, they've seen the story come up and they'll be actively in China going, right,
Absolutely.
we're here to fill the gap?
We're seeing a lot of the media activity now on the Chinese channels, and also the feedback that we're getting from our distributors in the Chinese market. That's filtering back through saying that they are now looking towards other markets to purchase product.
Your export products don't use the contaminated whey, but you are already being hit by this?
Yeah, absolutely. The blanket ban that's come into the Chinese market at the moment, a lot of our distribution networks that we currently sell into the Chinese market are literally just saying, not right now.
How serious are the economic ramifications, do you think, realistically for you as a relatively small operator?
Look, I think that we're just at the start of it. I think that there's going to be a lot more to come in this incident. And I think long-term it's going to take a long time for us to repair the integrity of the New Zealand dairy image.
Which is why, fortunately for you guys, you also have a home brand. This is why Peak New Zealand Dairy. Again, it hasn't used the contaminated whey. It's sold just in New Zealand. So this is the silver lining, is it, for you?
Absolutely, because we're 100% New Zealand for New Zealand mums. And we want people to know that in New Zealand they can still buy a safe product.
And consumers, mums and young dads are confused right now. We had the Ministry for Primary Industries on earlier, trying to give as much clarification as they can, but we're hearing a lot of fear and confusion.
I think we need to clear up this confusion. And I mean, the reality is there is still safe product in the New Zealand market for mums to use, and we just want everybody to know that our product is safe.
What does Fonterra need to learn?
I think from this, they need to have a much more robust testing system in place. They need to have a lot more regulation in place. But I think also MPI and government agencies need to really step up now and voice what needs to happen to make the change.
Hence the inquiries. Right, Stephen Julian from Peak New Zealand, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.